Introducing yourself is one of the most powerful and life-changing skill you can learn because it is the first bridge between you and the world. And whether you are meeting someone for the first time, attending an interview, joining a class, speaking in public, recording a video, or simply trying to communicate in English, the way you introduce yourself shapes how people see you and how confident you feel about yourself. So, before you even speak your first word, you must understand that a good self introduction does not depend on perfect grammar, advanced vocabulary, or a native accent. It depends on clarity, honesty, confidence, and the courage to express who you are. So, the first step in introducing yourself properly is preparing your mindset because if your mind is full of fear, doubt, and negative thoughts like my English is bad or people will laugh at me, then even simple sentence will feel difficult. But if you change your thinking and remind yourself that English is a skill that improves with practice and that mistakes are part of learning, your body will relax and your voice will become calmer. So always begin by taking a deep breath, relaxing your shoulders, standing or sitting straight, and reminding yourself that you have the right to speak and the right to be heard. Then, when you are ready to start your introduction, always begin with a polite greeting because greeting create connection, warmth, and respect, and they help both you and the listener feel comfortable. So, depending on the situation, you can say hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. And when you say your greeting, say it clearly and confidently with a natural smile because a smile changes your tone and makes your voice sound friendly and positive. And after greeting, the next and the important part of your introduction is your name because your name represents your identity and who you are. So say your name slowly and clearly. For example, you can say my name is or I am followed by your name. And if you are nervous, it is completely okay to pause briefly after saying your name because pauses are not mistakes, they show confidence and control. And if you want to sound more natural, you can slightly stress in your name and keep your voice steady. Then after saying your name, the next step is sharing where you are from because this helps people understand your background and often creates common ground or interest. So you can say I am from followed by your country, city or town, and you do not need to give too much detail unless someone asks you because a good introduction is simple and balanced, not long and confusing. Then after that you can talk about what you do, which means your job, your studies, or your current role in life. So you can say I am a student, I work as I am currently studying or I am learning, and remember that your job or studies do not define your worth as a person. They are just information you are sharing, so speak about them calmly and confidently. Then, to make your introduction more interesting and memorable, you can add one or two personal details such as your interests, hobbies, passions, or goals. For example, you can say, I like learning English. I enjoy reading books. I am interested in technology, or I want to improve my communication skills. And you should always keep these details simple, because simple English is powerful English, and using simple sentences helps you avoid mistakes and speak more fluently. Then, depending on the situation, you can adjust your introduction to sound more formal and or informal, because introductions are not the same everywhere. So informal situations like interviews, meetings, presentations, or professional events, your introduction should be polite, respectful, and focused, and you can add a purpose by explaining why you are there. For example, you can say, I am here to learn, I am here to share my experience, or I am excited to be part of this opportunity. But in informal situation like meeting new friends, classmates, or social gathering, you can sound more relaxed and friendly, and you can use casual expressions like nice to meet you or I am happy to be here. And while you are speaking, you should pay attention to your voice, speed, and body language, because communication is not only about words, it is about how you say them. So try to speak at a moderate speed, not too fast, because fast speech causes mistakes and confusion, and not too slow, because it can sound unnatural. And if you feel nervous, slow down slightly, because slowing down gives you time to think and breathe. And always remember that your accent is not a problem. Your accent is proof that you speak more than one language. And people care more about understanding you than about how you sound. So never apologize for your accent. Then another important part of introducing yourself is handling mistakes, because many English learners stop speaking when they make a mistake, but this is the biggest barrier to confidence. So if you make a mistake, do not stop, do not panic, and do not say sorry again and again. Just continue speaking, because communication is about meaning, not perfection. And most people do not even notice small mistakes. And the more you practice speaking, the fewer mistakes you will make naturally. Then one of the best ways to improve your self introduction is practice, because confidence does not come from thinking, it comes from doing. So practice introducing yourself in front of a mirror, practice recording your voice on your phone, practice speaking alone, and practice with friends, because every repetition builds muscles, memory, and confidence. And over time, your introduction will start to feel natural and automatic. Then it is also important to understand that introductions change depending on context. So you should have different versions of your introduction for different situations, such as a short introduction for casual meeting, a professional introduction for work or interviews, a classroom introduction for studies, and a confident introduction for public speaking or videos. But no matter the situation, the basic structure remains the same. Greeting name, background, role, and a personal touch. Then always remember to end your introduction politely, because ending leave a lasting impression. So you can say thank you, nice to meet you, or I look forward to learning with you. And saying these phrases shows respect and confidence. And another very important element of a strong self introduction is mindset, because your thoughts control your emotions and your emotions control your voice. So if you think I am a bad at English, so your voice will shake. But if you think I am learning and improving every day, your voice will sound stronger. So always speak kindly to yourself and remember that every fluent speaker was once a beginner and no one was born speaking English. And when you introduce yourself, so you are being judged as a person. You are simply sharing information about who you are, and people are usually more focused on themselves than on judging you. When you start feeling more confident, you can improve your introduction by adding clarity, structure, and flow, such as connecting your sentences smoothly using simple linking words like and so, because, and but which make your speech sound natural and connected. And you can also use polite expression to sound respectful, and with time you can add more detail, but never rush with this process because fluency grows slowly and consistency. Then another important thing to understand is that body languages play a huge role in self-introduction. So keep your posture open, avoid crossing your arms, maintain gentle eye contact, and use natural hand movements if you feel comfortable because these signals show confidence and openness. And even if you feel nervous inside, confident body language can make you feel stronger than for video introductions or online meetings. Remember to look at the camera, speak clearly, and keep your background simple because this helps the listener focus on you and your words. And for public speaking, remember to pause, breathe, and speak with intention because silence can be powerful, and never underestimate the power of your story because everyone has a story and your experience matter. So when you introduce yourself, you are not just sharing words, you are sharing a part of your journey, and this is something meaningful. Then, as you continue practicing and improving, you will notice that introducing yourself becomes easier and more enjoyable, and you will start to feel proud of your progress, and your confidence will grow not only in English but also in your personality because communication skills improve your self self esteem, your presence, and your ability to connect with others. And one day you will look back and realize that the fear of you once had is gone, replaced by confidence and clarity. And you will understand that introducing yourself was not just about learning English, it was about believing in yourself. So every time you say hello and introducing yourself, you are telling the world that you are here, you are learning, and you are growing, and that message is powerful. So keep practicing, keep speaking, keep believing, and remember that your voice matters. So your stories matters, and your journey matters, and with patience, practice, and persistence, your self introduction will become strong, natural, and confident, opening doors to new opportunities, relationships, and success. Because learning how to introducing yourself is not just a language skill, it is a life skill that improves you to stand tall,